Hello there, my name is Zoe, and today I'll be explaining the drawing program Procreate to you. Procreate is a drawing program for your iPad, which includes everything from animation to just simple drawings. So, let's get started. The first thing you want to do is open the Procreate app, and you'll be greeted with your gallery. Well, the gallery is where all your stuff is stored. All your animations, your files, your pictures, your drawings. There's nothing really more to it, so let's get started with a new drawing. Press on the plus icon in the upper right corner and it'll open a new canvas. So if you want to do a completely new size, you gotta press the plus button again. And there are a lot of different options you can choose, like a lot of different measurements, depending on where you grow up or what you calculate with. Different for everyone. I like to use 4000 by 4000 pixels because it's a pretty big format and it's nice to use. Press create and there it is, your new canvas. For a new canvas, but we want to sketch now. So how do we do that? You want to press on the brush icon and it'll open up your brush library. Procreate comes with a bunch of different brushes. And not just that, you can also download free brushes from the internet. Isn't that amazing? So if you want to sketch, I recommend the Peppermint tool. It's a new tool, it just came out with a new update, but I'm really in love with it. It's really nice, has a nice texture, and you can draw really good with it, as you see. So let's sketch out something. For example, we have our little human here, but we want to line him now. So how do we line it? Well, before I line it, I want to explain to you layers. To make, delete, or edit a new layer, you're going to open the layer settings, which is the two squares. As you see, we currently only have one layer and the background color. There's a small tick on the side. If you press that, it'll either disappear which means it'll just go away. If you press plus, we got a new layer. That's what we want. That's great. There are a lot of different layer settings. They're quite advanced, so I'm not going to really explain them. The only thing you're going to do is delete and duplicate. So when we have our sketch layer, we can press on N, and you see the opacity level. We got to put that down a bit so we can actually line and see what's going on. So let's take a lining tool. I prefer the Studio Pen since it has a really nice clean line. So let's get in a new layer, layer 2, which means it's different. That means if we delete this layer, but draw on this layer, we won't see it. So let's line our little guy here. Our little friend is lined, and we don't want the sketch layer anymore because it's annoying us. So we're just gonna go on layers again, tap on the first layer, swipe to the left, and press delete. And we have our nice clean little guy here. So what we're going to do is we're going to press on the upper right little circle icon and it'll open up our color system. So there are those two you can choose from depending if you either want a square or a disc. It's free to choose, not really different. I prefer the color wheel since it's more organized, I think. So another cool tool to use is the color harmony tool. So we're going to press opacity up. We can just drag it around and it'll say, okay, so this color goes good with this color. And we can also use the triadic one, which means basically if we move them around, you see those three colors fit really good with each other. Another good thing is palettes. You can just press new and you see you have a new palette here. So let's choose a color. You can do that by dragging the little circle around. We have this color and we just tap on it and we'll have it there saved, which is really good if you're drawing a certain character over and over again because you always have the same color palette. So let's color our little guy in a nice yellow. So we just want to not go in and color all of this. It's really annoying. So what we're else going to do is we're going to tap the icon, hold it, and drag the color over. And our little guy will be colored. That's basically all of it. We can also go under the layer and draw like a circle kind of, and just fill that in, which is also good, but I prefer the other one. Function that I'm going to show you, I want to start it with a new canvas because it's really, really cool and it's my favorite feature on the entire app. So what you want to do is you want to go to this little work icon where action pops up and you want to go to canvas, and you see there's an option called animation assist. So you want to put that on and you get kind of like a timeline downstairs. So what this makes you do is you can actually now create animations on this program, which is so cool. So let's start with something simple. I always like to draw like bouncing balls. So we can just go ahead and draw a circle. And then we can just add new layer, or we can just tap add frame and you'll get a new frame. So drawing circle for circle could be quite annoying. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to kind of cheat here. So you know what we can do? We can just tap duplicate layer, and you see it'll add a frame downstairs, and you can just use it as, like, layers and frames are in this concept basically the same thing. You can just copy it and drag it over if you're lazy like me. So if you're someone who actually has more knowledge in animation than me, it's quite a cool feature, because programs like Clip Studio and other programs, they cost a lot. They cost like $13 a month just so you can animate, and for Procreate you only pay like $10 once, and that's it. So what you can also do is you can go in settings and you see frames per second. You can make it really fast, or you can make it also really slow. And the cool thing is, if you want to export it, like if you're done and you want to export your stuff in general, you just gotta swipe left and then press share. And if you're just exporting a picture, you can take one of the Procreate or the PNG or whatever you want. And if you're exporting actually something animated, you have to take a GIF or a PNG or animated MP4. I like to take GIFs because I don't work with sound or anything. Of course, there are a lot of different functions I haven't showed to you yet, but it would take way too long to show all of those in one video. So feel free to explore yourself, and have a wonderful, wonderful day. Goodbye!